Epic storytelling, brilliant cinematography, heroic characterizations.
These are the qualities we see in Mulan.
Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, with a review of the new live-action Mulan, which is coming to Disney Plus on September 4th. I was able to check this out on a screener. We lament the fact that it's not coming to theaters, but I'm glad you guys are going to be able to see it. Before I get into the review and let you know whether it's worth the extra $30 that comes with your Disney Plus subscription, go down, hit subscribe, and turn on your notifications, because we're posting videos like this all the time, and we want to make sure that you guys get to see every single one of them.
It is what is best for our family.
Let me start off with the fact that Mulan really blew me away with its attention to scale. This is epic storytelling by director Niki Caro, who does take the translation of the animated Mulan hit and blow it out to live action. This is, and I am not exaggerating when I tell you, Disney's answer to Game of Thrones. It takes advantage of incredible locations. It establishes these brilliant and ornate and really colorful sets that fills in the world of this young girl who wants to enlist in the army.
My father cannot fight, so I will take his place.
But also just to live up to a calling that she believes that she has.
I will bring honor to us all.
And in the animated version, there's a lot of nobility to it, and it's a really fantastic and grounded story, but there's some comedy to the way that it plays out. It's still an animated film. It has a talking lizard.
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
There's a lot of other elements that still make it feel like a Disney film. Niki Caro keeps the heart of Mulan, but sort of strips it away and blows it up to a massive size scale story, so that the weight of everything that Mulan is deciding, the pressure that comes with the decisions that she's making, the need to keep her integrity, to honor her family's name, bleeds through in every scene.
It is my duty to fight.
When you get to the battle sequences, which are expertly staged, and again, this is where I'm throwing in the Game of Thrones references, this is some epic, big screen, large scale fight choreography that always, it never loses your attention. Like, too often in these fights, you can pull focus or not know where you're supposed to be paying attention. Niki Caro does an amazing job of staging all of the necessary military battles to it, and also weaves in an unexpected sort of fantasy element to it, which I found to be really compelling. There's a villain who presents herself as a counterpoint to Mulan, as the two of them are sort of climbing the ranks on either side of their battle, and all of that lends itself to just blowing this story out into a much bigger, more epic, more ornate storytelling version than I expected to get out of it, and I was really extremely pleased by that.
Ancestors, please protect her.
The second reason why I'm going to recommend Mulan is because I really thought that it just gets to the heart of the material. But up front, I need to admit to you guys, Mulan is not one of those animated Disney features that I grew up on. I was older when it came out, so I'm not as married to the interpretation as some of you who might be wanting to check out the live-action version are.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
But I thought that they really stripped away some of the stuff that came with making it a family friendly. Not that it isn't, but it's more dramatic than I expected. It's a little bit more violent than I expected too, because it really gets into the heart of the military conflict that comes with it. And we were having a conversation about the music of Mulan and the songs and how important they are to the story. They didn't register with me, and I don't know if the score, which is phenomenal in this film, references the songs from Mulan. And while I know that this doesn't really set a huge bar, it is my favorite of the recent live-action adaptations, which would include Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, because to me, coming out of those movies, I didn't think they did anything different from the animated version, and I always felt that the animated version was superior, so why not just watch that one instead of having to see this live-action remake of a story that we already know.
You've already made many great sacrifices.
Now, this may play into the fact that I don't adore Mulan, or I'm not as invested in the animated version as other people might be, but I thought that this was a far superior version.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy.
This was the version that I would want to show people who were checking out Mulan for the very first time, because the lead actress is phenomenal in it. The entire cast is really great in it, and the direction and the choreography and the way that it's staged is just so mind-blowing that I was impressed by it at every turn. This is a great telling of Mulan. I'm thrilled that it's coming to Disney Plus. And I think that the team behind it, I can totally understand now why Disney was doing everything that they could to make sure that it made it to a streaming service, because this is a story that needs to be seen and needs to be seen soon. Ultimately, I'm going to give the live-action Mulan 4 stars out of 5.
The spirit is evident, but something holds you back.
Because it's still a retelling of a story that's been around for a little while. If this was a wholly original story, I would invest 100% in it and tell you guys you need to see it. But 4 out of 5 is outstanding. It's a great live-action version. If you love Mulan, you are going to love it, and you need to check it out right away. I will say, and I'll sort of repeat myself here, I totally understand why this is a better movie to see in theaters. The cinematography is outstanding. The use of the locations is breathtaking. The battle sequences are unreal. And it's almost like when you saw certain episodes of Game of Thrones and you thought like, oh, this is cinematic, like I need to see this. So it's a little bit sad that it's going to a streaming service and we're gonna have to watch it at home. However, I am glad it's getting shown, and I absolutely do think it is worth that additional $30. I don't think that's the case for every movie that's going to Disney Plus. I'll give you an example. I've seen New Mutants. If they put New Mutants on Disney Plus and charged me $30, I would be furious. However, get a bunch of families together, friends, socially distance, wear your masks, rent Mulan, check it out, pretend you're in a theater. It is a full-blown epic retelling of this story and well worth your time. If you do give it a shot when it comes out onto Disney Plus on September 4th, come on back here, tell me what you thought of it, go to the comment section, give me your reviews. While you're down there, of course, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and you guys can watch every video that we post here on CinemaBlend's YouTube page.